Everyone help. There's a body artist
I
at
found a
large
Shanks in real life.
killing everybody. Help.
I don't think I've caught one before. I don't even know if it's
He's
shiny.
He's in our
Is that
house.
a shiny one?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's in the house. Help.
Well, I'm going to use a berry on it.
Yes. Welcome to our review of the body artist at large, Terrifier 2.
Yeah, this is a movie that we saw we saw the first one, so then we had to see the second one, and so now a third one's coming out.
This coming weekend.
Yep.
Along with Dragon Ball Z
New
Sparkling
Pokemon.
Zero, which I will be playing on Friday.
It's a new Pokemon I caught, brand new. Well, to me it is, because I haven't played this in a long.
It's actually one of my favorite electric types of all time.
Oh, really? You're the most favorite?
Electric type, yeah. Especially the shiny.
I got a great. Make 3 great throws. Let's see if I can do it.
I'm Derp.
I'm Ski Nerd. You get a lot of this in the movie. And then a lot of. See, I got this hook thing, and I'll put it around his neck, and then I chop off his head.
I was trying to do the psycho sound effects. This
is a stabbing motion. This is a different one.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Oh, right. We're reviewing, aren't we? I'm distracted, aren't I?
We're at...
What is this? Durant. Kevin Durant, huh?
Not sponsored by Pokemon. Or Pokemon Go.
Alright. I can shut that off. Alright, so we watched this movie. Sorry for the non-professionalism. But...
we are currently at 33,419 subscribers.
What?
Get that up.
No. Unsubscribe. Let's get it down below 10,000 so we don't have to review Stupid One Piece anymore. That would be awesome. Then we could review something else. So maybe you guys can suggest it. I don't know. Hey, children, do you like torturing people? Yeah, we were tortured today by this movie. Actually, wait, why would children watch this movie?
Yeah,
it's rated R, isn't it?
By the way, parents, when Terrifier 3 comes out, please don't take your kids to see it. If you do, I will hunt you down and make you into a body art. Because I work at a movie theater, and I will look at you very evilly if you bring your kids to see this movie. I've heard really bad things about the third one.
Alright, well, speaking of the third one, we're going to be talking about the second one today. And, yeah, you do that. And, let's see, the second one was a little more brutal than the first one.
But also a little slower.
Yeah, it was very long. A lot. What was the runtime on that? It's got to be like 2 hours, right?
138 minutes.
138 minutes. So yeah, just over 2 hours. Let me fix my hair. It's so nasty. The first one was probably like 90 minutes, under 2 hours for sure. I did like the first one better.
Cause it got more to the point.
Yeah, it kind of made sense of like, hey, this guy is just going around and these
first one is an hour and 25 minutes.
Perfect. That's like perfect runtime for a movie. Wow. Who wants
Especially a horror movie.
Who wants to sit for 2 hours? Just get right to the point. Let's go.
Horror movies just need to get right to the point. Don't need any unnecessary side stories or side quests.
So anyways, the movie was definitely more gruesome. It had more of a story than the first one, but the story was kind of confusing. But I mean, we'll get into that for sure. So I mean, the movie starts out with.
It starts off back where the first one ended, at the coroner's office, after Art the Clown gets revived.
Yep, he writes his name in the mirror with blood, of course, with the coroner's blood. And the coroner tries to call 911.
Correction, we don't know if it's his name yet.
What?
We don't know if it's his name yet, because he just says Art. Doesn't say Art the Clown. It just says Art. He could just be saying this is Art. They just call him Art the Clown because of his tag. Because he always says Art. Yeah. Wherever he kills, it always says Art.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know if that's his name. That's just what they called him. Because Zodiac Killer isn't called... His name isn't Zodiac. It's just how he killed.
Okay.
And I mentioned Zodiac because I mentioned Zodiac in the movie.
Oh, okay. I suppose they did. Well, anyways, we'll just call him Art the Clown now because we don't know his real name.
That's who plays him.
He doesn't have a name.
Continue.
So we'll just call him Art the Clown. Anyways, yeah, we need to get more on this. Let's get right into the nook and cranny of it. All right. So you're bothering me. So basically, he walks into a laundromat and his clothes are all bloody. Cleans his clothes. There's a guy in there, and he starts playing patty cake with a girl that looks just like him, has the exact same smile, has the same kind of outfit that he does, and they start playing patty cake together, and he's enjoying it. He's just like, yay! I mean, he's a great man. Like, he takes the responsibility of cleaning his clothes. That's what? Why did he come up?
No, because that's what you called the guy in the laundromat.
Oh, right. Anyway, there's a guy sleeping in the laundromat. He wakes up and and what he sees is this clown playing patty cake with nothing, right? And in the next scene, his clothes are clean, and the guy has a stick through his head. It was a mop stick, or a mop handle. That's what it was. So then the actual, movie starts, and we get this girl. What was her name again?
Sienna.
Sienna.
Played
Sienna
by
Shaw.
Lauren Lavera.
Okay. And
just going with how we usually do it. We always usually say what.
No, I know. And no, I was thinking about. She looks a lot like Anna Joy Gray.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anna Taylor-Joy. That's what I meant to
say. That is, we found out with some research. Reason why she looks like her is because she was played as her stunt double in Split.
Yeah. And she's the version of Anna Taylor-Joy. Did I say
that looks right? Better.
Yeah, because she didn't get, plastic surgery done. I'm not a fan of plastic surgery. I think it's stupid. But hey, listen, if you want to put plastic in your face, go ahead. But
don't force other people. Don't try to convince other people.
Culture of people. Oh, I need to add a few touches to make me look better. It's like it reminds me. There was a. This is a tangent, but what's it called? Twilight Zone, an episode of Twilight Zone where when I was younger, I was in high school or whatever, and I caught the very end of it, and it was about these girls getting too much cosmetic surgery, and this was from the 50s or 60s or whatever, and it was just oh look, these girls are getting too much plastic surgery and it's driving them insane, and it's just like, oh, that's just a reflection of what's happening today. And I'm like, oh, okay, we should probably watch that. Anyways, she has a horrible mother, and a brother whose name is Travis?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Played by Elliot Fulham.
What's the mom's name?
Barbara.
Barbara. Yeah, she's a terrible. She's not a very good actor. I'll tell you that. And she's a horrible mom, but we'll get to that.
There was one good part about her.
So basically, this girl, Sienna, she's making a costume, and the brother brings up, oh, hey, there's, what are you gonna be for Halloween? He's like, I'm gonna be the clown, and they're all like, oh, you can't do that. That's horrible. They murdered 9 people, and we had to think about who died, and it added up. So all the people that died in the first one.
For those that, so you don't, in case if you want to try to figure it out yourself, we have the 2 pizza shop people. We have the two girls, the cat lady, the 2 exterminators.
Mr. Clean and his boss.
Yeah, 2 exterminators.
Yep.
That's 7. We figured this out. The coroner, 8, and then the laundromat guy.
Yeah, laundromat guy. That's 9. So that happened, and
we had to pause the movie to figure it out.
Yep.
Because we were both wondering.
And then, so this girl, we thought she was in high school, but no, she's in college. And then the brother's 12.
I think it's because in the credits it says high school students. Like for never says college students.
Oh.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, but they got into a freaking bar. And they sold drinks. So I think the because they showed the kids in school too, right?
Yeah, but 12-year-olds shouldn't be in high school.
It depends on what kind of school you're going to. He could be in 7th grade because it's Halloween, so he could have a late birthday. So because our high school was 4 years, but some high schools are 6 years. It depends on where you are. It just depends on the school system. So, I mean, it's just a nitpicking thing, but just trying to figure out if it's high school or college or whatever. Because I don't remember it saying college students. Did it say college students?
Not that I wasn't really paying attention until I saw the high school students.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the high school students. Anyways, we're getting on a stupid tangent, and we need to get back into the review. So, what happens next is she's making this costume, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this party. It's gonna be awesome. Hey, brother, don't wear this costume." And the brother brings up has this like notebook of their dad who passed away, and it has like some articles about the killings from the year prior, the art killings, and
the Mill County killings, Miles County.
Is that what they're calling?
Miles County Massacre. Yep.
And hold on, folks. My leg is being weird. Yeah, did I find the spot? So there's this notebook, and apparently the dad made sketches. He made beautiful sketches, and then this doesn't happen till later, but the kid shows the sister like, hey, this is Dad's sketchbook. He made all these things, and he even made a sketch of the costume that she's making. She's making this great costume. She's worked on it for like 3 months.
Hello to whoever's watching. Please let us know who you are, if you are okay with that.
With what?
Or please say hi or something. We don't normally know if anybody's on unless if I'm looking at it or somebody comments.
Oh, did someone say something?
No, but I just looked. There's one person watching.
Oh, hello, one person that's here that's maybe not here anymore. Anyways.
Especially if you're Seth, because Seth said he was going to watch. There's nobody watching.
Figured.
I probably should put this in a different... So
yeah,
people don't
we're not,
look at my YouTube channel while watching my YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're not very, like... I guess I'm feeling scatterbrained today or something like that. I don't know. I'm usually on. I watch a lot of football today. But anyways, so that night, it's like the day before. This is the day before Halloween.
Day before Halloween, so Hallows Eve.
Yep, and well, actually, it's the morning, and I think that the guy only. This is my theory. Is that the killer clown, he only comes on Halloween, because in the first movie he's there on Halloween, and then all of a sudden he's gone, nothing happens.
That will
he's here on Halloween.
That will change in the third one. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, probably. But as of this moment, it's Halloween only. Anyways, so she goes to bed, and she has this horrible, terrifying dream. And there's a bunch of people singing a happy song about a clown or whatever, and there's people on a jungle gym. There's a woman and a guitar. There's
swing set.
Yeah, there's a couple like cops there. There's a nun saying, "Feed this man, feed this man," and the girl, she's in this scenario. And Sienna is in this scenario, and the big one is there's a boy eating cereal made of razor blades
and roaches.
And roaches, exactly. And there's some cereal in there too, just to keep it healthy. So the guitar lady starts singing, and summons the clown, and he comes and arrives, and he's just like, and everybody's clapping, everybody's happy, and
he comes on a bike.
Yeah, he's on his bike, and he's like giving people high fives. He's giving people like food to eat. Gives a guy a lollipop, some.
He shoves
popcorn.
it in his mouth.
Yep, he gives him some popcorn. Gives a girl some cotton candy, and then he comes to
caramel apple.
Yep, he goes to Sierra, and he gives her something, and she's just like, no, I don't want this, and he insists forcefully. You must take it. So she takes it, and she opens it up, and it's like a heart or something, and it starts a
heart
dark
surrounded by worms, and
there's a dark blood or something like that. It's not even blood. It's just something that died, and it's just bleeding. It's not even red.
Then Art pulls out a Tommy gun.
Yep.
Starts shooting everyone.
Starts killing everyone. Everyone starts screaming like, "Ah!" And I'm like, "You didn't see this?"
No, they continue to sing, Oh,
are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or at least the kids are singing.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the girl who's playing the guitar, cause she gets lit on fire. She keeps singing while she's on fire.
And then Sienna starts going away. Sees that the little kid was killed.
Eating the cereal, so she goes towards the cereal, and they mention something about a prize in the
box.
Cereal, so she sticks her hand in the box, but it's full of razor blades and cockroaches, and so her hand is all disformed. Did she pull anything out?
No,
I can't
not
remember.
Yet. She does later.
Oh.
I think.
Because we're just talking about the dream, right?
Yeah. She does later. Yeah, she does when, at the end, when she starts fighting back, she does at the end.
Oh.
Because it goes back to the dream sequence.
Yeah. Oh, shh. Spoilers.
And, And then
So the dream sequence was actually really good. It's kind of like seeing a chaotic evil clown going around like torturing people. I get the feeling that those people like are pretending to be happy. They're not actually happy. They're just doing that because if they're not acting happy, they get punished.
Honestly,
Worse than just getting killed.
I think they could have done a little more symbolism, having each of the kids and each of the people die be actual victims in the movie, and just start like showing a little hints at how they actually die in the movie.
Yeah, but
that would have been
their
a
budget
little,
wasn't that big, so.
But that would have been added a little symbolism to the senseless killing by Tommy Gunn.
Yeah. Anyway, so
and then he pulls out a flamethrower and torches the girl with the guitar.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
that's how she gets on fire.
Then Sienna wakes up and finds the wings she was working on for her costume is on fire.
Mm-hmm. And when this happened, I was just like, "What do you do? Why would you put candles under feathers? Of course it's gonna be on fire. What are you effing stupid? Can I swear?
Yeah.
What I was like,
I highly doubt any kids are gonna be watching this.
What are you fucking stupid?
And about 2 minutes later,
the mom
after the
mom literally says verbatim,
or it's the next morning because the mom.
Yeah, in the morning. Yep.
The
mom says verbatim, "Hey, why did you light candles under your feather thing? And what are you fucking stupid?" Like verbatim says the same thing. So part of her costume is she made wings and she has like armor and she's
supposed to be like a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, that's her costume. We should have said that. Anyways, but
I thought of it more as an angel, but then now that you say Valkyrie, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, she's more of a warrior than anything because it was her dad's sketch.
Hello to whoever just joined watching.
What's up?
Please let us know if you want in the chat, because we normally don't see if anybody is watching until somebody says something. I keep refreshing my YouTube page to see.
Okay, I think you just scared him off. All right, so we're talking about the Terrifier 2 review. We just went through the dream sequence and the mom yelling at the daughter for lighting her costume on fire, and she keeps saying, "No, I didn't light." And her to the Sierra, is that her name? Sienna. She was like, I never lit candles under my wings, and there was a sword, a gladius sword, and that was on fire, but it was totally fine.
Yeah, it's unscathed, unmarred, no burn marks or anything. Just like with him saying "Are you fucking stupid?" right before the mom did, I said, "There's nothing wrong with that blade.
Yep, scared him off. It's gone.
There should be burn marks." Then, a minute later, that's what they talked about.
Yep, you're right. So then it kind of gets basically into the bigger story. So daughter, I'm just gonna say daughter and son. It's just so much easier. So daughter goes to school and she's freaking out and she basically has a panic attack because of the fire thing. Her friends don't really believe her that it just spontaneously combusted from the dream.
Brooke and Allie. Brooke is played by Kaylee Hyman, and Allie is played by Casey Hartnett.
Yeah, those people. And they're all excited. They're getting ready to go to a party that night, and she's working on this costume, and it's going to be badass. And then the son is at school, and he's with a couple of his friends. They're out by the the dumpsters.
Oh, again,
And-
whoever's watching, we're
All right.
reviewing Terrifier 2.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming and watching. Listen to us. Do it now. Anyways,
Please let
So
us know what you
there's-
think of our titling scheme. We're
they're-
still working
they're,
on it.
they're not gonna do it. It's just one person watching. You're gonna scare them off again. Watch. They're gonna disappear. Refresh it again.
Sorry for trying to greet our watchers.
Yeah, they're gone.
You scared
Told-
them off.
I told you. If we're just gonna do it live, we need to have like a thing of like a quick like, oh, hello, new person that's watching. Thanks for doing it, and just go back into the review right away. I think we should do, because if you say like, oh, comment on this, it makes them do work. And then if you're a viewer, you're like, I don't want to do fucking work. You do the work. You're the one making this content. We're the creators. We're supposed to be doing the work, right? So, but if they want to leave a comment, they can. Or we can just fucking scare them off, because fuck them. Fuck you guys. See, nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. Fuck you. Anyways, what were we talking about?
At
I
the
know we're
school.
talking about the movie. Oh yeah, they're at the school. They find a dead possum, I think it is, and
What do you think?
and they're just
Jonathan's in high school.
Jonathan's friends are like poking it, and they're like, "That's awesome," and Jonathan's like, "Whoa, I don't think you should be playing with that." So they're like, "Yeah, right. Hey, Suzanne," or whatever her name is.
Stephanie.
Hey Stephanie, get over here. And she's like, yeah, what? There's a cat that just gave birth. You want to see the kittens? And then they open up the possum. There's just a bunch of worms in there. So she runs off, and then like the superintendent or the principal or whatever,
Yep.
like sees Stephanie running off, and they go up to the boys. Hey boys, what are you doing? Oh my God, it's a dead rodent. Oh my God, you guys gotta get out of here. So later that day, the Jonathan, he comes out and he sees the clown and the girl clown playing with this dead possum in the hallway. Of course, nobody else is around, but there's a dead possum in the hallway, and they're like taking out its guts, and I think they're like kind of eating it.
Yep.
And I mean, they're hungry. I mean, you gotta eat, right? And sometimes you don't have time to cook, so you gotta find the dead possum, and then they're scavengers, right? Anyways, so they throw the dead possum at him, and he starts running, and the principal sees him like, what? Hey, what? They should do enter the meme right here. Hey, you! Wait, what? Why are you running? Have you seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I gotta show you. Go away. Hold on, folks. This is like our worst review ever. I'm so tired. My phone is just dead ass slow. Anyways, doesn't matter.
And then after that, that's when it cuts to Sienna in school.
He gets blamed for bringing in a dead animal into the high school, so he gets sent home, and the mom gets
No,
mad
he
again.
just left.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because he left out the exit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because he was running away, right?
Yeah, because that's why the cops brought him home. They picked him up and
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
yeah, because
I don't
that's
remember
who
seeing-
brought him home was a cop.
Oh, I don't remember that.
The mom even said, "Thank you, officer," or something.
Oh. I don't remember that.
I'm the one. I'm the perceptive one.
Yep. I know some names. Anyways, so the mom is pissed at the kid, and she's also pissed at the daughter, and she's just like, "Oh my God, you stupid kids, you kids." I don't like. He's saying it wasn't him, and she's like, "Well, I don't believe you, because how could something else bring in this dead animal kind of thing, and she's mad at the fire. Meanwhile, the clown decides to visit one of Sienna's.
No, I believe it's the costume store next.
Oh, costume store. Right, the costume store. That's a fun scene. Costume store. They go to the costume store. She's freaked out by images of the clown because she keeps her brother keeps mentioning it, and she's horrified. She's still haunted by the dream, and she doesn't want to be around it. So she has to go to find wings. She's with her friend, one of her friends from high school.
Allie.
Yeah, and they're talking like, oh, we're gonna go to this party later tonight. You're still coming, right? Even though you're kind of messed up. And her friend Allie is like, are you sure you that fire was from the dream, or maybe you had the nightmare from the fire? Kind of not believing her. She's like, I'm not crazy. One of those things, and everybody looks at her like, oh.
And that's kind of going with the whole psychosomatic dream, where your body makes you dream something that is happening in real life. Like sometimes if, say, in real life, lightning strikes in the dream, there can be an explosion right before you wake up, indicating right when the lightning strikes or the thunder. I've had that happen to me a few times.
In a dream?
Yeah. I've dreamt it and then wake up to loud thunder.
Oh, well, that's weird.
That's also one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite dark comedies. John dies at the end. The Floating Jamaican Man explained it perfectly. Just saying that. He asked the main character, Dave, in that movie, he tells him, if I accurately guess and discern your dream, buy me a drink. And that's exactly the dream sequence that they talk about.
Yeah.
That his ex he comes home to his ex in his apartment with a stick of dynamite, or the old cartoon style dynamite.
Yeah.
And then she explodes, and then he wakes up to thunder as it explodes. That is a true. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, psychosomatic dreams, or that it is an actual thing that actually happens to people. I've experienced it.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've experienced that.
It's when you first do it is kind of creepy, especially if you remember the dream.
I like remembering dreams. It's fun. Anyways,
if you've ever had dreams like that, or you know what that term exactly is, please let us know. To the two people that joined while I was on that rant, welcome.
Hi, we're just talking about this movie. Anyways, so they're in the costume shop, and she's buying these feathers. She's like, oh my god, I don't know if I want to go to this party. And then the friend is like, let's go to the party. She's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go to the party. She's convinced. So the creepy clown is there in the costume shop, and she sees him, and he just smiles at her. He's just creepily in the corner, and she just very you can tell that she's creeped out by this clown. I mean, I find him very charming. I mean, what mother doesn't like that smile? So she creeps by him, and she goes to buy the thing, and the guy's like, hey, how's it going? Do you want to buy that? She's like, oh, yes, I'll buy this. And it's a very long, super long sequence. I've worked in retail before, and it was a very long sequence of oh, hey, you want to buy this? Cool. They're about to close. So she's very, very slowly buys these wings, and he's like, oh, let me go get a bag. And while he's getting the bag, The clown comes up to the counter and acts even more creepy.
Like the whole time that they're going through that, he's like playing with glasses and other knickknacks.
Every time she looks over, he has a new set of glasses on. This guy's adorable. This clown is adorable. Hey, they fucking left, those fuckers. See, we don't need them. See, people are just like, oh, this person's live, and when they see that nobody else is watching, they're like, oh, maybe it's not that good. But you could have like a whole crap a ton of people, but if you're just like watching it, it's like a, not a Streisand effect, but it's like, oh, a lot of people are watching, or a lot of subscribers or whatever. Oh, this must be good. It just adds, it's like an illusion kind of thing. But they didn't want they didn't want us talking, so they're free to not watch. It's okay.
If anybody from YouTube or OBS is watching this, please put something that allows it so we can actually see if somebody is watching without having to refresh the page. We'd be very grateful.
That'd be very cool. Anyways.
Because I know Twitch does it, but not YouTube.
Oh. Catch 20 Pokemon. Pokeman.
I'm sure there's an easier way to do it too, I just don't know it.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a Jinx here. What is that? Pokemon?
Back to the costume store.
Oh, right. We're having fun with at the costume store. So he puts on the different glasses, he comes up and he's just like, smiling, and she's just like, oh, I'm gonna go.
And he has an air horn.
Oh, that's right. He had the little horn, and she was like, please don't, and he goes. So she leaves, and
then he goes up to the door, turns the sign, locks the door.
Yeah, he's actually being a dick to the clown, the cashier. He's just like, sir, please. If he's blowing on what do they call those things? A birthday.
Yeah, birthday stream
thing.
Yeah.
Where you blow on it and it makes noise.
And it rolls out.
He's like, sir, if you put your mouth on that, you have to pay for it. And this clown's being a gentleman, okay?
There's also one thing we forgot to mention back in back when Sienna and her friends are in school. They mentioned the Monica Brown incident that happened in the first one, where Victoria ate her face. Like.
Oh yeah, they do. And
that happened the previous night.
Yep. It was on TV.
That was the final scene of first and final scene of the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so yeah, he does the.
Hello to the person watching.
Store. Oh, hi, person. So he closes the store down, and then he walks up to the counter, and the guy's like, "Are you gonna buy that?" And he's just like, oh, he's mute, so he can't say anything. So he's like, So he goes into his garbage bag and he pulls out like a chain and a cleaver and just random like nails and stuff like that. He's like, sir, if you can't pay for it, I'm gonna call the cops. And immediately, as soon as he says that, he pulls out actual money. And he's, he just he doesn't really know how money works. So he just like puts, here's a bill, here's a coin. It's like, oh, look at this. And he's just like, oh, okay. And then he takes the guy and cleavers him in the face, pretty much. So that's nice. So he basically takes the guy's eye, and he's gone. He takes the guy, because I remember like going through like live stuff, and it's just like when you see live stuff, you're like, oh, what's happening? And you're like, oh, I didn't see it from the beginning. I don't want to watch it from the beginning. I don't care. But we'll make this into a video, so it's all good.
And that's also why I do the promotion thing.
Yeah.
Because I do it with all of our reviews.
Anyways, so it's a kind of a brutal death. He takes the guy and he chops. He's on the ground. Like one of his eyes is missing, and he's on his side. And then he takes the cleaver. He's like, oh, takes the cleaver into his head a couple times, and then chops off his head. And then he's standing, and then and then a mom and a kid come. And they're like, oh no, the costume shop is closed. And he's holding the guy's head. And the kid's like, oh, cool. And he just smiles. He's like, well, I guess we'll do it next time. Kind of thing. So, what's the next scene? I think that's when the clown goes to the friend's house, right? I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of scenes in this movie.
Go to the costume shop where they encounter Art. Art kills the shop vendor. Then, it's Allie stuff.
Yeah, alright, Allie, the girl who was like,
oh, the nicer of the friends.
Yeah, she's the better of the friends. And,
that's one thing about most horror movies, especially when it's like high school age, college age. There's always the final girl, and then the bitchy friend and the nice friend.
Always. So the nice friend is at home, and it's trick or treat night, right? It's Halloween. She's handing out candy, and she gets a knock on the door. Some kids come. She hands out candy, blah blah blah. And then a clown comes, and he holds out his garbage bag. He's like, candy, and she's like, no candy for adults. Slams the door in his face, and he knocks again, and she's like, what? If I give you candy, will you go away? I know.
She ignores. He knocks.
I'm just trying to fast track it, because
he knocks multiple times.
People don't want all the details. I mean, it's OCD wise. Like, I want to go into those details, but just like
yeah, you're the reason why most of the videos are so long.
I know. That's my problem. I'm trying to shorten it.
If
the One Piece stuff, we're trying to shorten it.
If anybody wants to help us in that fact and come on and sit on Discord and tell us whenever we go on a rant, just give us a code word or something on Discord that we know we need to stop ranting.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. Shut up, you bums.
If we're going into too much detail, just say, like, boobies.
Yeah. Say Chick-fil-A. I don't know. Which is delicious, by the way. Anyways,
hello to whoever's watching.
Hi. So he knocks on the door, and she's like, okay, fine. If I give you candy, will you go away? And he's just like, she's like, okay.
But then he lowers the bag, and she sees into the bag.
It's just nothing but
bloody
killing tools.
Bloody killing tools.
Bloody killing tools. And she's like, oh. So she closes the door. She's terrified. And she looks at the window to make sure he's like walking away, and he is.
Happily.
Then I guess like a half an hour later, she hears glass breaking. She walks downstairs, and he's making something in the sink, and he turns around, and he's like, "Oh, hello," and starts chasing her up into her room. What weapon did he use? Wasn't the cleaver again? Was it?
No, I believe it was just like a knife.
Or was it the surgical tool?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. The surgical tool thing. What do they call those?
Scalpel?
Scalpel. That's it. Scalpel. And she's just slashing him, and he's like, ah! Every time he slashes it, he's like slashes it and goes, ah! Like imitating like her screaming and being terrified. She's like, oh my god, I'm so terrified.
Kind of reminded me of like The Shining. I don't know why. Because
This is a very happy clown. Like, he loves his work.
Like
he's a struggling artist, okay?
Like the whole chase scene between I'm blanking on the guy's name.
Jimmy Joe.
Jack Nicholson's character and his character's wife.
Jack
The whole chase scene. I don't know why it reminded me of it. In The Shining.
I saw that once, but I wasn't really paying attention.
I've only seen it once, and I saw it for the first time just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I saw it.
When it was re-released in theaters.
Oh, okay. So she's chasing her up to her room, and she keeps slashing her, and she's trying to put up a fight, but she can't. She's too weak to do anything. This is like some chaotic evil demon thing, and takes her by the head, slashes her head open. And when I was watching that, I was like, ooh, that's a little too close of a shave, bud. Scalps her, puts her on her face on the bed, and starts like slicing her back. And we both thought he was doing the
Blood Eagle.
The Blood Eagle, where they pull out the lungs.
Very brutal. Execution technique used by the Vikings.
However, he did not do that. And at one point,
it would have been
bends her elbow off.
It would have been cooler if he did do the Blood Eagle.
Yeah, maybe they're saving that for the third one. Who knows? But pulls her arm off, so now she has, one arm, and she gets cut through the eye. She gets cut through the eye too, straight here, no scalp. No left arm, or what? Yeah, the left arm, and it's just a stub right up to here, and she's going to try to call like her friend or 911 or something.
Somehow she's still alive.
Yeah, she's somehow still alive, and so the clown comes back, and he has bleach and salt. So he pours bleach on her with all these cuts all over everywhere. And pours salt on her. She's like, I can't do it, oh my god. And then a few seconds later, her mom comes home, and the mom sees, the glass, and she's like, oh my god. So she runs upstairs, and she sees her daughter in the bed like, she was bleached, so like, part of her skull is showing on the left side, and she's like bloody everywhere, and the clown is just like playing with her, and just like keeps stabbing her. And he looks, and the mom is just like, oh my god, and she turns to her mom and she says, Mom, and it's like very weak mom, like she's still alive, like this clown is keeping her alive. That's totally horrible.
In my mind, that's probably the most brutal scene we've seen so far in the two movies.
Yeah,
just the sheer brutality of scalping, arm being popped off, the bleach, the salt,
and being alive.
Like, I was expecting a brutal scene when I heard about it, and it delivered.
Yep. And then the mom comes up, and the clown is just like, oh, hi, new friend, someone else to play with. And that was like a quick judge, just chops her head off, right? And in the
we don't even see the death.
Oh, we don't?
No.
Anyways, but in the next scene, kids are like, trick or treat, and he comes out and he has like the mom's head with candy on top. With candy on top, and he's just like, here. And this kid takes one, and the last kid tries to take more. He's just like, oh, no.
And they're even commenting, why is it so sticky?
It's just fake blood, honey. Don't worry about it.
Best scene in the movie. Even matching the holding the head in the window.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the thing that makes these movies so great is just the pure randomness of the greatest scenes.
Yeah.
Like the head in the window, the flesh, the skin body that he was wearing in the first one.
Exactly.
The gun. Yeah, the random gun.
Oh no, I'm dying. Oh.
That's what makes these movies so great. That's
why they need to make it shorter, because they tried to put too much story into this thing, and this thing doesn't need a whole lot of story.
It just needs brutality and randomness.
Yeah, that's what it needs. But let's see what. So that happened, and then I think this is when Sienna goes to the party. And the kids, the Jonathan stays home.
First it shows Jonathan shows Sienna and their mother the sketchbook.
Oh, right. And then, yeah. And the mom is just like, wait, you had this whole time? This is stupid. And the Jonathan is showing her the sketchbook of like, look, this is the clown that we keep seeing. And these are the different sketches of the different heads. And this is even Sienna's costume.
Sketches of like the costume, sketches of the first movie, even the
this is
the vagina cutting part.
Yeah, and then this is like the dad's like memories,
visions,
the like what he sketched, and the mom just like rips it up, and the Jonathan calls her a bitch. And runs away. And
but along
like,
with
call me bitch, she slaps him. Like,
along with that,
by the way, the mom is a horrible actor. She has my acting ability, and I have none. So
along with the book, I think you caught this. I didn't. It mentions. It shows Art's first victim, who resembles the little girl she's been seeing. I think you caught that, but I missed it.
They kind of mentioned that.
No, I mentioned.
That was one of the articles.
It was one of the clippings. I missed that. You caught.
Okay. Yeah, one of the articles was a girl that died.
That's why I was confused with who she was.
Oh.
Because I didn't see that article.
Oh, got it. Yeah, it was a girl who died at a carnival or something like that.
And that makes more sense to me now that
yeah.
Because I was thinking like. Did you just randomly discern that she was the first victim?
Oh,
or a victim?
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. It kind of gets into the story of what this creature, this clown is, but we don't really know. That's why I keep saying it's a demon, because he shot himself in the head, and he's still alive. So something's going on.
At the beginning of the movie, even showed him in the corner with his head the back of his head blown off.
Yeah. Exactly.
As he was killing the coroner.
Yep. Anyways, so the kid calls her a bitch, and then turns out that like a couple hours later, like he left. He just ran away, and he's out in the streets, But it's Halloween night, so nobody thinks of anything.
Halloween evening, because it's still light out.
Yeah, whatever. So the mom is like drinking and taking pills because that's what you do, and she sees her car. It has pumpkin smash on it. It has like shaving cream all over like the windows and stuff, and bitch written into the back window.
Earlier,
so she's mad. So she's calling her daughter, who's at the party.
Earlier in the movie, she mentions that their neighbors are assholes, and they egg and TP their cars or houses if they're left out. If the cars are left out.
Oh.
So, in my mind, that's probably what she was thinking. It was from the assholes next door.
Yeah, probably.
Even though it was in the garage, so I don't know how they could egg their car from inside the garage.
I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Because now Sienna's at this party, and she goes with the other friend who's not as nice. She's wearing her badass costume. We do see side boob. She takes a shower, so we see side boob.
Yeah, her costume kind of grew on me throughout the movie. Because just like the more it's out, like I was saying,
it's a really nice costume. It's like fit to her specifics because she technically made it, but she's just an actor. So
even now realizing it's a Valkyrie, she is supposed to be like a Valkyrie. That even makes it better.
Yeah, and
because I'm huge into Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see.
This guy's playing Pokemon Go while we're reviewing.
I'm addicted to it. I play it every blue moon. But, I'm claiming rewards left and right. I'm doing things. I don't know why I did it. Anyways, so she's at the party. She starts drinking.
Well, here it shows that, the timeline on here is different apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to speed things along because I'm getting tired. And how long have we been streaming this? For like an hour. I mean, we don't need to
just under an hour.
I'm just saying we don't need to be exact. If we skip some stuff, it's fine. We can go back to it if we remember it, but we don't need to do every little scene. Because I think it's better to review what we remember, because those are more specific in our brain.
There is one that is pretty relevant. Because we mentioned the car. We can just quickly go through it. She goes into the car. Art pops up, shoots her in the head with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jonathan comes home, sees her sitting at the table with her head caved in. And Art shows up. He runs away. Runs up into the room. He chases after him, catches him, syringes him in the neck, kidnaps him, sees the sword, and then he takes the sword. That's all I was going to say. Back to the party.
That sounds great.
Because that is very relevant to the movie.
That sounded fantastic. I like that. Straight to the point.
Then we get to the party.
I think it's better to have a back and forth between us instead of just me going, oh, there's this.
We get to the party.
Feel free to be like, hey, I want to talk about this scene. I really liked it.
I've actually been talking more tonight than I usually do.
That's good. No, I feel good about that. I'm liking it.
Because that shows I actually really like the movie and I haven't seen it before. Because if I'm...
We also need like more cameras. We need a camera like of us like looking at each other, but the camera on us too, because they have that on some podcasts, so people can see like as we're going back, talking back and forth. It's like, oh, I'm reading my notes. Oh, you're doing this thing. You're doing this thing.
The only way to do that would be like put it like right here.
Yeah, but our problem is like we need space. We only got the one camera, but we're working with what we got, so it's all good.
When eventually I move out, I can try to set up like more room.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't move far away where we can still meet in person to do stuff like this.
Yeah. Bloomington's cheap, Shockview's cheap. That's why my brother's looking. Why are we talking about housing in this review? Stop it.
I'm waiting for a new job before I even start.
Yeah.
Thinking about that.
It's all good. So anyway, the kid
Back
sees
to the party.
The mom. We're at the party. They start drinking. She's dancing. She's like, oh my god, I'm dancing. And finds out the girl has like a boy there, and they're like kind of making out. And
the last new character of the movie.
Then the
Jeff, played by Charlene McElveen.
Yep, and then we find out that her friend gave her Molly, and which is the drug Molly, and so she's really happy, and she finds out that she was drugged without her consent, so she's really mad, but she can't be mad because she's smiling. She gets a call from her mom saying, "Oh my God, someone, your brother vandalized my car," and then so that call happened, and then the mom got killed right after that phone call. So then after the mom dies, Jonathan does his thing, sees the mom is dead. Actually, that scene, the dinner scene, that was really nice by the clown. He was a gentleman. He made dinner for the child, and the child was just standing there like being all disgusted, like, who does that?
He even fed the mom.
He even fed the mom. The mom had a hard time like opening her mouth, and he was able to put the mashed potatoes or whatever it was into her face, and this spoiled kid just starts running away. What is wrong with you? No wonder you got syringe. You didn't even eat dinner. You're not even strong enough.
Maybe you just didn't like the taters.
Everybody likes taters. Maybe that kid deserves to die. I don't know. If you don't like taters, you probably deserve to die. I don't know. If you deny people's hospitality, you probably deserve to die. Anyways, so after that happens, Sienna is dancing and she sees the
starts having
daughter,
a panic attack.
A panic as she starts seeing the daughter clown.
The little girl.
The little girl clown. I keep calling it daughters because they're so nice to each other. It looks like it's a mom and a dad.
She's credited as pale little girl.
Oh, okay, it's a little girl. Let's see. So so she starts having a panic attack, and they start driving home, everyone. And she gets a call from her brother being like, "Oh, hey, I'm at the fair. I'm stuck. I don't know why I'm here, but you need to come pick me up." And
it shows that apparently
the pale girl
can use a phone.
Yes, and well, in the first one he could text,
but
the pale girl could talk.
She's supposed
to be. Voice,
she's supposed to be dead though.
Yeah, but she's talking in the boy's voice, which is strange.
But also, she's supposed to be a ghost, and yet she can use a phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, I don't know how that works. A ghost can use a phone. Maybe it was a special phone. I don't know. Anyways.
But then also she could use a TV.
Yeah, she was looking at the TV too. Anyways, well, we don't know much about the girl because the girl's still... Well, we'll get to that at the end. So they go to this carnival place, amusement park, and they're like, he's like, "Where?" And she gets out of the car. She's like, "It's like I need to go find you." And the boy and the friend start making out and start doing cocaine.
Jeff and Brooke.
Yeah, Jeff and Brooke. They start doing cocaine, and she's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm in the Terrifier." And he wakes up and he sees this girl, like taking tools and like breaking or cutting into her face, and she turns around. And she's like, "Hi."
But you get me kind of now that I realize she's the ghost of his first victim. That could also be showing how she died.
Possibly.
Which is also a very art style of killing.
Yeah, well, they don't really. They still in this movie. They don't explain. They hint at things, but they don't really explain exactly what's going on. So it's kind of in your own mind to kind of guess what it is. But he starts running away, and it's this whole like, it's like a fun house that they're in, and there's different areas of the fun house, and he keeps running around and stuff. And so Sienna runs in, and she's running around, trying to find her brother, and meanwhile they're doing cocaine in the car, and the guy has to go pee, and the clown just a tip into his dick shot.
He wrote it
continuous dick shot.
He wrote it on the window, and also the guy has a shirt that says just a tip.
Mm-hmm. So he made a joke. He's funny. This clown is a gentleman. He's funny. He's a chef. What more do you want?
He stabs him.
He's an artist.
He stabs him in the dick.
I don't know why people are so
20 times.
Yeah, he stabs him in the dick. So the guy.
20 times.
Oh, and rips off his wiener. So now he's definitely dead. The girl gets dragged out by him, and she runs away.
She gets cut by the glass from the window he busted to grab her.
And so she's running, and trips on nothing into a bathroom, and she gets cornered by the clown, and he kills her. How does he kill her again? I forget. Oh, right. The acid.
Yep.
He's holding up his stick with a bunch of like different sharp things hammered through them, and he throws acid at her face, so her face is literally melting. As then he takes the thing and starts like whacking her with it and just beating her until she dies. Then we have Jonathan and the Sienna running, trying to find each other first, and fighting off the clown. They finally find each other in the bathroom with the dead friend, and the clown starts attacking her, and he, for whatever reason, he's like more focused on the boy. I'm not sure why. They don't explain it. But he's kind of going more for the boy, and she is protecting him. She's like his protector. And I forgot to mention, while they were in the house, right before Jonathan was, what's it? It's not secluded, not deluded,
not euthanized,
not seduced. It makes you fall asleep.
Not euthanized.
Not euthanized. What's it called?
The step before euthanization.
Made him fall asleep. He got hit with a shot, made him fall asleep. Sterilized? No, that's not right. He was reaching for the gladius sword, and he failed to get it, but the clown saw it and took it. And so this is important for later.
Which brings me to, because when I saw that and saw the sword, saw her costume,
you know this
Valkyrie,
sword is special, especially if it didn't get charred in the fire.
I didn't think Valkyrie. I thought when I was thinking Angel, I was thinking one really good series I like called Sandman Slim, which was over a decade ago, was supposed to get a movie. Never did. I'm still waiting on that movie. It really emphasizes on angels always having a fiery gladius.
Oh.
And that was my line of thinking when I thought Angel, fiery gladius. It was like in Sandman Slim.
Oh, alright. Anyways.
Really good series. Check it out.
Let's finish this up, dude. It's taking way too long for this movie. So they're running around, and he finds her, and he stabs her with the gladius, pushes her into a pit, and in this pit there's another pit surrounded by a red line and lights, and he pushes her into the pit, and she arrives where the dream was, and she's in this glass box filled with water, so she's basically drowning at this point. She got stabbed with the gladius. She got I think we forgot to mention the chapel scene. Where they're having the fight, and he has the cat of nine tails from the first one, and he's just slashing the boy, and she attacks him, and then as she's slashing, he keeps going on the boy, and she goes to shield him, and he keeps slashing again and again and again, and there's nothing but blood from this cat of nine tails until she just finds the courage. She's like, fuck it, she catches it, breaks it, and kind of like flings it back at him and starts beating him, and then they get away from that. Then he is that no yeah anyways she gets So that happens, and then they have another chase scene, and then she gets stabbed. But the Gladius falls and sees the people from the dream. She sees the kid in the back with the cereal. She sees all the people on the jungle gym, and then the lady that's still on fire. And so she's drowning. She dies, but because the Gladius was special or whatever, it glowed red at one point.
Yeah.
Remember? I don't remember why it glowed red, but it just started to. I think it had to do with her standing up to the clown and taking him out or something like that. But this is a special sword, and so that gave her an extra life, I guess. And she untethers herself, and she's able to get out of there. She comes out, and with this Gladius. Meanwhile, and so she's looking for the clown and her brother, but the brother is knocked out cold, and the clown keeps trying to wake him up, and it's a funny scene. He keeps slapping his cheek. He's like, huh, aren't you up? And so he takes his arm. His arm is just like, okay. But what wakes him up is the clown starts eating his foot. So there's that.
No, it's his arm first. His hand.
Oh, his hand. He starts eating. He starts eating him. He's a freaking cannibal. And as he's getting eaten, Sienna comes back with the sword and stabs him and finally cuts his head off. And he's right before he's about to get his head cut off, he smiles and he's like, eh. There's another scene too where they were fighting and the boy shot the clown with his own shotgun. Yep.
Because he upgraded it with his ankle gun from a pistol to a shotgun.
And the clown was just like, ee, just before he got shot. But anyways, so the clown with a smile on his face, which is what you're actually supposed to do to mess with people that are trying to kill you. You smile before if they're about to shoot you. You smile like they're taking a picture. That'll haunt them forever. Yeah, teach them a lesson for shooting you. So his head gets chopped off, and then the girl comes out, and she starts playing with the head. She's like, oh, he, and she's like, the clown is talking to her, like, oh, not saying not making any noise, but just go.
And also throughout the whole movie, one thing we didn't mention, the little girl, it continuously shows her with yellow eyes.
Yeah, her eyes were blue at one point, and then they're yellow. It keeps changing.
Glaring yellow, though.
Yeah. We don't know why. So that's the end of that part of the movie. Yeah. And then
cue the credits.
Credits go, and then we get ending credits, which this one has Chris Jericho in it. And the one person watching, if you know who Chris Jericho is, bless you. Just bless you. You
grew up in the 90s.
You're in for a real treat.
You know who he is. You grew up in the 90s watching wrestling.
So we get a scene with Chris Jericho working at a psych ward.
At least I think he was wrestling in the 90s.
I don't know. Was he?
I don't know.
And
I just remember Rey Mysterio and Goldberg when I used to watch it.
Oh, I don't know. I never really watched wrestling, so Hulk Hogan. That's all I know. And so he's talking. So they're in the psych ward, and we learn that the woman from the first one, Victoria, she attacked the reporter for saying what she was saying, and she got thrown into the psych ward. So this is the psych ward where they're at, and she's like.
And we find out that the reporter is still alive, just in critical condition. Don't know if that will be any relevant.
Okay.
Yeah, it says it in the news that she's still alive.
Okay.
Just in critical condition.
Yep. And Victoria starts bleeding out of her vagina. Why? I don't know why, but it's bleeding, and she's writing things on the wall in her blood. And one of them is a heart with Vicky and Art, and they're in love, I guess. And she starts
At first, I thought it was just her period, until she started.
I thought she was just dying. To be honest, I was like, oh, she's just randomly dying. Okay, whatever. But then, sorry, let's get back to Chris Jericho. He's the real gem in this movie. So he's there. He's just at the front counter.
His wife makes a Halloween
dessert, a food tray that looks like zombie guts. And this other lady is like, I do not want to eat the zombie guts. He's like, oh, could you grab me some zombie guts, please? Ooh, I like the eyeball one. That one looks nice. Ooh. And she starts, then that lady starts singing a song, and he's like, oh, what's that song you're, excuse me, what's that song you're singing? She's like, I don't know. Victoria keeps singing it, and I don't know where she gets it from.
We believe it's also the same person that in the dream sequence was playing as the person singing with the guitar.
Oh, right. They look the same. I don't know if they're actually the same or not. But anyways, we're almost done here. One person watching. She walks by all the doors and she sees Victoria, or she hears her screaming, and she's like giving birth to something. Like she randomly got pregnant, and she gave birth to something, and she's like holding something like this, and the lady like opens the door. Like, first of all,
call the cops.
Call for help. You're the only one there. Call for help.
In a psych ward.
Call for help. Just do that. So she opens up the door.
Especially with somebody that ate somebody's face.
Yeah, exactly. Just people are so. Why is everybody so fucking stupid? God. Anyways, so she goes in the door, and all of a sudden, she sees Victoria going like holding something, and it's revealed that it's Art's face or Art's head, and it's just like. And he's just smiling like, hey, and then she's smiling too with her like one eye or weird shit. And that turned blue, didn't it? It was blue or yellow. I can't remember. No, it was yellow at the end.
Yeah.
It was blue, then it turned yellow. So those eye colors mean something. Blue means maybe like they're hunting, and then yellow means like they found their victim. Maybe I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe. Yellow means that he's like in control of them.
Oh, maybe it'll probably explain more in the third one, but
probably not.
No, it won't. But anyways, that's the end of the movie. But that movie was way too long. Oh my god, that movie was way too long. I like how they had like the horrific scenes and it was all bloody and gory or whatnot, but. Just keep it to 90 minutes, please. I don't know how long the next one is, but just keep it short.
Just over 2 hours.
Yeah, just over 2 hours. It's a little long for me for a slasher
2 hours
movie.
and 5 minutes.
And, okay, Poindexter. Nerd. Well, it's technically 2 hours and 5 minutes. Oh, we scared them off. That was my bad.
It's not was. It is, because we haven't seen it yet. You said was.
That's how I was talking about the person.
No, but you said technically it was. You used the past tense.
Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. Thank you, English professor. Yeah, it was too long. I give it what did I give the last one? Like a 3.8 or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
This one is about the same. Probably a little less, 3.5. Out of 5.
From what I was hearing, it promised a very brutal death scene. It delivered.
It was brutal, and I like seeing the Anna Taylor-Joy look-alike.
That looked a lot better.
Yeah, she looked way better. She's definitely in shape. That's something.
And I really liked her hairdo. Like it was.
Oh, the half dread.
Yeah, half dread and then
half long.
Combed over. Yeah. In her costume.
Cool.
Her costume was really good.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. She definitely fit the role for what.
A Valkyrie.
Yeah. And I mean, we did decide we don't need to see nudity. Like I don't really care for that. It doesn't add to the story at all. I'd rather have more story than anything. I mean, that was more like a 2000s thing. Like, oh, put nudity, 90s and 2000s. Like, put boobs in it, and people will think it's great. It's like, no.
And I'm personally really excited for the third one that comes out Friday.
Apparently, there's a warning out. There was that thing that you showed me.
Yep.
Where X amount of people, like 10 people left, and one person puked from it.
And I was looking at, for the third one, let's see, international responses. France's classification community banned viewers under the age of 18 from seeing the film. First time since Saw 3.
Saw 3, oh my god.
There were also reports of audiences vomiting and leaving theaters after watching the film's opening sequence, which I've heard is only 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes.
In the United Kingdom. So I am excited. I don't plan on leaving. I don't plan on vomiting. But if I at least start to feel queasy, it'll make it so much better.
I was kind of close with when the clowns were eating the possum.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, wow. I know it's like movie effects. It's not real, but it looked enough real. It's like I was like, oh, I don't want to do that.
I was close, or like with the bedroom scene, I was shuddering because just the visuals.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Especially when she was laying in bed and the whole mommy part. I was shuddering.
Yeah, I was like, well, I thought that was just badass. I was like, oh man, that just like gets to it, like how horrifying.
Yeah. That is props to the director, props to the set, the people doing the makeup and stuff. That's props to all them, just making you shudder. Or I want to say
Which one should I do?
I wouldn't say I'm immune to stuff like that, but...
What did we press? This one?
Score Bunny.
Score Bunny. Cool.
I've seen a lot of horror movies. I've seen a lot of graphic horror movies, so I'm used to it. So having a scene like that where I was visibly shuddering, massive props.
Yeah.
Because he even noticed us shuddering.
16th. Oh, did I do that July 16th?
He even noticed us shuddering.
A shuddering?
No, I was.
Oh.
Like, I was kind of going like this during that whole scene.
Yeah, it was a lot. Oh my god, my legs, I gotta go.
But,
my legs are being dumb today.
That is our review. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, sorry for the 2-hour review. Is it like 1 a.m. now?
Join us.
No, 12:30. Close.
Join us Thursday for... We aren't going to do Pokemon. We're postponing because schedule-wise it just doesn't match up this week. We aren't going to do Fight Group for the same reason. Join us Thursday for our second half of One Piece Alabasta arc.
And is that the same day we're doing Terrifier 3?
No, unless if there's like a 9 o'clock Friday. Because I work till 9.
So Saturday?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Yeah, we can do it Sunday. Yeah, no problem.
Unless if there's a time that matches up for me, but it isn't looking likely. And then Sunday we'll watch and review Terrifier. That was not an intended enunciation of the word. I just suppressed a cough. I'm Derp.
I'm Ski Nerd. I'm playing Pokemon Go. I found something.
Join us.
Pokemon. I got it.
Join us Thursday. Also, if anybody's interested in joining Pokemon, we are looking for one new regular member, one new Team Rocket member. And eventually, we're going to start doing an anime D&D campaign.
Yup.
We might be looking
Be sick.
We might be looking for more players on that. I don't know exactly how many of our current group is actually interested in that yet, because not everybody's responded.
Yeah. So if you want to join, he has a Discord. You can send
Just
like, a
comment on this video. If you want my Discord, I can send it to you, or I can update the stream part. Or comment me your Discord name, and I can message you the invite. Everybody from that joins in all of my stuff is a part of it, including this guy.
I'm doing things. I'm like not paying attention, as you can tell.
And even like when I'm just playing Pokemon Fusions, you can come chat with me if you join my Discord. I'm always looking for people to just come talk and come watch. Live reactions.
He's not creepy. Come do it. Talk to this man. How dare you not?
Join us, or also comment, because I'd like to keep along the theme for the rest of October, like kind of horror-ish kind of movies. We don't have to do straight horror.
Yeah.
Like my choice after your choice after the Terrifier 3 will probably be Crazy House, because I definitely want to see that.
It's a craze.
It's like a dark horror comedy with Nick Frost in it. Looks fantastic. Came out yesterday.
Oh, so close.
But before we go on another rant, good night.
Let's end it. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed.